Welcome back into the flight deck, chaps. This is the second part of the video from Belfast Aldergrove down into Lowy, Innsbruck. We are currently about to sort our descent, which is a really steep one. Our descent started Romeo Tango Tango. We have to be above 9,500 feet. And then we descend out across, then back in towards Lowy, and it's a really steep descent. At the moment we only have 103 miles to go, and we're nowhere near our top of descent. There it is there, just over 20 miles away. Got our initial descent down to 140. We're in mountains, man. We've got the dreaded white dot. Been flying over 1 hour 49 minutes, and the whole sim has went sticky, stuttering. I always get this after an hour or two. Works brilliant for the first hour, and then it just can't hear where. So anyway, Lowy's over there, Innsbruck. We've got traffic on, we've got live traffic, we've got live weather, and we're all ready to start our descent. We've filled in the performance box. Let's take a look at that. Having trouble zooming at the moment. QNH 1021, temperature's 22, winds are 090 at 5, and it's Cavoc. Clouds and visibility, okie dokie, okay. So, as usual, I've got First Officer Odie with Jack Russell, sprawled out. Hope he doesn't make a noise on this approach. So we've got less than 20 miles to top of descent. Okay. There's already worked his ticket. Okay, we've got a dog outside which is driving Odie mad. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so we are just about there from the top of descent. Let's see what we can do. We're going to start a gentle turn here. That's what turn started. We're doing it all now. Yankee 08 approach. And here comes our top of descent coming up. That's the valley there where Innsbruck is, which is just up there. Should be getting decelerated any moment. Airport's not far away. The go around's pretty simple for this one, just climb straight ahead to above 9,500 to RTT, Romeo Tango Tango. Well, a nightmare pressing this button with a white dot. Excuse me. Why isn't it going to descend? Decelerating, past there, we will decelerate, so let's press that. That's just on my way down. Traffic ahead there is 1,800 feet above me. Look at that view. That's Innsbruck there, the airport. So we're going to fly out, past it, come around, down through the valley. Sorry about that. There's a dog over here. We'll fly across here, round and back down through the valley in Innsbruck. Having massive trouble with zooming, controlling the mouse. Let's get some brakes, speed brake out. Getting a bit fast. Descending 3,700 feet per minute. And slow it down a touch. Brightness turned up a little bit. We'll get terrain on because it's really heavy around here, as you can see, the mountains. Give it a touch. Let's have a look at on the profile, go to progress. 40 feet above the progress, the profile. Far too fast. I think I should bring that speed down a bit, which will slow our descent. 280 should be good enough speed. Let's get her down there. Get the speed down. Now, as you can see, we're good above the profile because we've took our speed down, which means we descend slower. We're now 656 feet, 780. We're well above our profile, so we'll get more speed break out. There's only a touch out. Like I said, it's a really steep approach into Lowy, this flying this approach, which is Tulsi 3 Alpha. We're well below above our profile now, but we'll catch it up. We're 2,400 feet above our profile. So we need to start getting my sweet ass down. I've put a radio out from the airport, from the runway. Let's get this bird down. There we go, doing a massive descent now. We're coming down towards 4,000, more drag. We've got full spoilers out, just till we catch up. Starting to come down now. We're ready to descend. Catching up to our descent path profile. We have to be at flight level 130 by Emil, which is just a bit further up. Is it Emil? Elman. 6,800 feet per minute descent rate. Whoa! In the red. Get that down. It's too fast. We're catching up. Let's have a look. Oh, coming down, we're 865 feet above our profile. We're catching up. Very bumpy approach. Let's have a look on the outside with a drone. See what she's like. Get some views. Beautiful mountains around Innsbruck. A bit sticky. That's the valley we're going to be. No, it's not. That's the valley we're going to be flying down. A little peek around. Innsbruck is just behind we. Lowy. That's the valley we'll be flying down. And I do believe the airport is just back there, over the curve of the river. There's the airport over there. Let's get back to my flight deck because we're getting down towards 140. Okay. Not much snow on the mountains today. There is summer. Well, autumn. What's my profile like? We're 1,300 feet above. We'll catch that up, no doubt. We'll be hand flying in for the last few miles. There's no ILS approach at Lowy. Sim seems to have caught up with itself. The stickies have stopped. Looking nice. Lowy airport's just over there, Innsbruck. There it is there. Let's get back in the flight deck. That was just my tablet making a ding. That was a very sharp turn, yeah. 13,000 feet. There's my vertical and in lateral deviation. Come on. So spend at 4,000 feet per minute. We're coming down towards 140. So we'll take that down to about 6. We'll make it 7. Get them speed air brakes up. So we start to slow down soon. We've got a 190 knot constraint which I put in. practically on the profile, but well, on it now, 10 feet above. Having trouble with the zoom again. Getting a bit choppy out the window there. All the radius in, we've got airport on. This is for the terrain. Beautiful views. Using Rex AccuSeasons Advanced. Heading down to 130, 190 knots. We need to get some speed brake out to slow it down. We've got to constrain it, 130, so why we're not slowing down, because we haven't pressed manage speed. There we go, there's a speed coming down. I've got speed brake out to slow it down. Following altitude constraint now. Speed brake's coming well out. That's a very sharp turn. We're doing the 180 on myself. Hopefully not hitting any mountains. Sticking to our constraints. I'm following the flight plan from Innsbruck, which I'm not impressed with, to be honest. It's not the best for the approach. Should have maybe done my own. Okay, we're coming down to 240 knots now. We have 22 miles to go. We need to get our sweet ass down. There we go, we've got flaps 1. Coming down to 190. One of my motors has just decided to turn itself off, so we'll just put that back on. Won't be charts on. Excuse me. Very naughty turn this. This should have been redone. I should have done a new flight plan. Should be going down to 190. Okay, we've passed that constraint. I've still got 13,000 at WI810, yeah. Which keeps above these mountains. We're lined up. This is a nightmare, can't zoom on nothing. I'm going to take control of the heading and bring her across a bit. Go and press it. There we go. Make life a little bit easier for her. Of a turn. Miss them mountains. Okay, let's put the autopilot back in. I'll turn the auto throttle off. Let's get our heading back in managed. There we go. Don't know why it's not descend. I can't press nothing. It's a nightmare. Turn that off, back on, so we can get it to work. Get it managed, not working. So we should be coming stay to 13,000 till we get to, well, that's choppy, to W Whiskey India 810, which we're just coming up now, 1.3 mile. We should be doing 180 knots, but we're not. We're fast for some reason. Full on the ground spoilers. Total brakes to max. It's not a very long runway. To medium, sorry. There's the valley what we're flying down. Nicely on the approach. We'll get it down to 10 and we will turn the barometer on to take it off standard, sorry. Getting a bit carried away with this descent. That's us going down to 5,000. There we go, managed descent, managed speed, managed descent, and nav. We'll be taking over soon for the final part of the flight, which is there, which is Whiskey India 814, and we'll have to be over it It's got a little triangle. This is my first approach, well, recorded approach. Every one I've done has been a disaster. So let's see how we do. We are not slowing down, not in any way or form. Let's get that speed down to 180. Just to slow it down a tad. Put a bit speed brake out. Come down to 10,000, too steep. Path ahead, that always comes up when I come into Lowy. So we'll put landing lights on, we'll get the passenger strapped in, we'll ding the cabin. Okay, we'll come down to 10. It's still too fast, need to get more speed brake out. Going down to 5,000 on the approach. Okay, let's change that to 1021 if we can, if it wants to play. Okay, QNH 1021 on both sides, connected through the electronic flight bag. I need to lose some speed. Still too high. Let's bring the range in. Oh. It's all getting right down, we'll take that down to 3,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly straight down, and just before we hit this mountain, just before we hit it, hopefully not, turn right and then we'll turn left into Innsbruck. We're sending nicely, but we do need to lose some speed, which we should be doing now. Yeah, it's coming down a touch to 180, so we'll go with flaps 2 to help slow it down. Get my gear down, help slow it down. There's the gear coming down. So we'll manage speed. So final approach on our Yankee 08. We'll be taking over when we get the Whiskey India 006. We'll be hand flying. Okay, we've got our landing lights down, on, sorry, taxi, those wheels steering to take off. Cabin crew's been dinged. Let's get our spoilers back in, on the auto brakes again. Auto spoilers, sorry, ground spoilers. Okay, getting ready to take over. Let's get yourself comfortable in my squeaky chair. Let's see how we can do this, bit of hand flying, love it. The mountains, wow. Still seems to caught up with sun, it's not as sticky. Okay, we'll go with flaps 3. We'll stop our turn soon. Get miles to my next waypoint after that one, is Whiskey India 005. Let's get the chart on so we'll have a look what we're doing. Start my turn any second. Okay, what a bit below. The autopilot out, let's do it ourselves.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
We can see it. Here's one out hand flying. Let's go with flaps full. A little bit early maybe. Oh, it's okay. Now he's just around that corner. Progress. Oh. Okay, so we've got flaps full. Motor brakes medium. Get my speed arse down a bit. Vertical deviation is well out, but for hand flying. The pole will be coming in the sight any moment. Just click the autopilot in and see what we do. Well, it's going to fly us into the mountain. Yeah, that should be you. Everyone spoilers on, seatbelts, no smoking, landing lights on. We have lights on. Green on the landing lights, but we are well too high. Well too high.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I think we're going around. That's far. Oh wow! We'll turn that up to 9,000 feet. We'll go around. Well too high. This happens every time I do Innsbruck. See if we can correct it.
Think rate. Think rate.
I think we may get this.
Think
Bit of a
rate.
dive late, bud.
Think rate.
Okay. We've got this. We've got it.
Think
We've
rate.
corrected it. We'll
Think
slow
rate.
down a bit.
Minimum.
Wasn't the best approach. I've got this. I don't believe it. We'll pull out of that. That was a hell of a dive toward the runway. You never dive. High now, a little bit low, sorry.
500.
Yeah, we've got this, we've got it. Landing no blue. There's some white knuckles in the back of this, EasyJet I can tell you. We also got 4 reds, let's keep it there, nice scenery, lovely. A little bit off, can't zoom in or out now, it's a nightmare when that happens. I was getting distracted with different stuff. Oh, too high. Oh, watch them trees. Whoa, dodgy, dodgy. Can we get it? Can we get it? We've got it.
50. 40. 30.
Oh, floating. Tard.
20. Retard. 10.
All the front, all the reverse, sorry, green. Oh, will we stop? Will we stop? Manual braking. Right, that was the dodgiest landing I have ever done. See, manual braking. Wow, that was awesome. Get that off. It's too fast for a turn. And that's why I'm called the Dodgy Geordie Pilot. Interesting approach, Ad. Oh, some nosedive for a runway. Like a dot. Okay, let's get round here and we shall start by 8PU. It's a very short taxi. Click master switch. Give it a couple of seconds. That was interesting. Start that. Okay. Let's get a bit speed up. Look at them mountains, what we just had to fly through. That lovely valley. Oh, we'll have 2 windsocks. So what's up there? It doesn't look like we'll have anywhere to park, so anyway, let's turn my TCAS on because we're coming off now. 30 knots ground speed. Wasn't bad, wasn't the best, but wasn't bad. Nice scenery by Orbex for Innsbruck. flaps up. This one, ground spoilers. Let's tidy up a bit. Okay, we shall take land lights out and strobes. Turn that to taxiing, them off. APU bleed on. Okay, APU's available. Let's stop the throttle. Getting a bit fast there, it's getting a bit saucy. Okay, TCAS is off. So we're down a touch for the turn. Beautiful scenery. 10 knots. I don't have a JSX profile in at the moment for Innsbruck. Is that a 757-200? It is. 2, you know. Can't wait till we get a 757, favourite plane. There's my taxi and walking to turn. Can't see nothing. Let's turn yard. We have some sort of store cart or something, so I presume that's a parking spot. Turn the taxi light off. Don't burn anybody's eyeballs out. This is different. Austrian Airways there. Oh, bit of sticky. And another bit. No brown markings anywhere. Don't know what that is. Looks like a ground handler's hair drying kit. Okay, we'll take that there and we'll go parking brakes on. Then we should shut down engine 1 and 2. And thank you very much, chaps. Don't forget to leave a comment. Oh, should be a good one with that landing, that approach. Anyway, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you very much, and I'll see you guys the next time.